Good morning, friends. It is now, just you wait, 8:01 a.m. We have a long day. We have a 10:30 a.m. class over at Energy Studios, followed by Maddie. And then we have to head over to Olaf for our hand balance lesson, followed by a workshop. And yeah, that's a long day. Probably some dinner too. The makeup's gonna stay on. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna put the mic on just so you can see the demo applying the foundation the way I like to do it. And I'll see you in a minute. Yes, this is vlog style, so not my usual intro and all that. Sorry, it's a little informal today. I wanted to zip through because I also gotta go, you know what I'm saying? Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation from Hourglass. If you wanna see my first impressions video, I will link that card up above and the video link down below. This is in the shade Honey. I did it the Hourglass way, which is to dot it on first and blend it out after. I find that I get a much smoother and lighter finish if I buff out the product on the back of my hand first and use a natural bristle brush to blend it out. So let's do the half a pumped. Hello, words. Not finding you today. And I'm taking my Chikuhodo and Beautylish foundation brush from their holiday set. I'm gonna first buff in the product and then go in on my complexion. Oh, also, though, what I have on my face skincare wise is the Peach and Lily, the Squalene from Biossance, and the Green Pharmacy, or just the Pharmacy Green Screen. Right now, I would say my skin is pretty normal. It is 20 degrees out, so I feel that plays a huge role in how dry my skin feels at the moment. I think I gotta apply a little more because, or not, let's see what happens. Because even just from doing this, it's pretty spread out. I'm getting a lot of color still. Can you see? I don't want to be too light, but I also don't want to leave you in the dark either. Tomorrow, I'm going to experiment combining this with the Vanish stick formula because I think it'll be really interesting to see how well they play together. Now I feel that's too light. Yes, that's better. I'm just going to put on a touch more, just a touch more. I mean, that's all we're working with right now, okay? I'm going to work that in the brush and just get like my temples because I feel those are empty. And also trying to get the jaw as well, around the nose, between the brows or nostrils, and even here. I mean, that's still product and a lot that you could utilize. This is how the skin's looking, friends. What do you think? I love this version a lot better than dotting it on first because I just feel that puts on too much product on the skin, and in this way I have a lot more control with how much I want to have on my skin. And I feel, again, the natural bristles are just going to pick up more product and leave a more natural finish. I could do a sponge. I could, just for demo's sake. Maybe one of these days during the week that I'm still using the foundation, I'll just capture some footage and put it in my January video if it ends up in my January favorites. All right, I'm very happy with how the skin looks, so let's just move on to concealer. Oh god, too much noise. Gonna hit a little bit from the Fenty 235 right on the inner corner where I am the most discolored and dark, and then I'm gonna go in with 310, or do I want to do 300? I keep forgetting the difference. This is 310. Just a little down the greater eye area, down the bridge of the nose, center of the forehead. Just a little bit. I don't have my brush, but you know what? I'm going to use the Fenty brush. Why not? It would help if I was looking myself in the mirror. The reason I switched brushes is because the Beautylish and Chikuhodo brush will pick up more product, which I kind of want a little more concealer simply because of the dark circle situation we got going on. That's why. All right, we're looking bright. We're looking, you know, where is it? I got my mini veil in here. I'm going to use the mini Hourglass translucent powder to set my under eyes. Oh, I absolutely despise this sticker. This is like the worst thing. This is what peels your nail polish, okay? This is what ruins the manicure. I have a pair of like bad dull tweezers that I always have on standby for these types of tasks. Don't know where she is. She didn't show up to work today. Cheek brush with the veil. Softly, very softly gonna pat that in. Make sure those creases are gone. I'm also gonna hit the center of the forehead just to make sure this area at least stays crease free. Making sure I get around the nostrils because that's where the makeup breaks up burst and fast. Now, because of my skincare setup, I do feel that the foundation has a little bit of zhuzh to it still, and I am going to set it because I understand how the foundation is formulated on its own to be 24-hour sweat proof, waterproof, and all that proof. I'm going to lightly set it still because I don't want this to stay in this texture. Unfortunately, I don't have time to wait for it to dry down completely. So I'm going to take the veil and just lightly, very lightly, I mean, not taking a whole lot of powder. It's a very sheer application of powder to lightly set the foundation. And I feel that's just going to give me a nicer base to work with, right? Nothing too crazy. So that's it. That's all we're going to do. Let's quickly now apply some bronzer. Going in with my ABH bronzing powder in Cappuccino. Sonia G Sculpt 1. Forehead area as well. Taking my Inglot 4SS. Get it on there. Just lightly taking the bronzer down the bridge of my nose. It's not so much the contour. It's really just to create a more cohesive look with where bronzing, sun tanning will actually still happen on your face, so the nose doesn't look so empty. For blush, using the special edition. I don't know if this is sold out. I am so sorry for showing this if it is. I'm so terrible. Vivid Flush from the Chinese New Year edition. Year of the Pig. Going in higher on the cheekbone with my Wayne Goss Holiday 2018. And whatever leftover I have on the brush, I just lightly take it on the apples of the cheek so that the concentrated placement of color is still higher on the face and a very light diffused application will be on the apples of the cheeks. My Makeup Forever Artist Color Highlighting Powder. I will put the shade down below in the description box because I keep forgetting the number. Always one of my go-tos. And I decided to put these colors together because I have my highlighter, but then I have the Banana Matte because I wipe this off just so the shimmer doesn't get here. I tap into this color, and if I want to lightly carve out my bronzer, I have an opportunity to do that with this palette that I created. I'm going to do my brows, of course, off camera, but how do we like the skin? I think the skin looks radiant, it looks bright, it looks smooth. Again, I much prefer my application method with this foundation formula. I'm going to use it all week. It's Saturday. I'm going to use the heck out of it. Can you focus on me, please? I'm going to use the heck out of it just to get a better handle of how I feel about it, how it wears, and with different foundations. Well, yeah, I'm going to combine it with the stick. Other liquid foundations, maybe, different concealers, different powders, and we'll take it from there. And until then, I'll see you in the city. We're at Maddie's house. Maddie, what are you doing over there, hey? Are you going to come and visit us? We're looking at 12:11. We applied this foundation this morning around 8 a.m. We're at the 8, math again, failing me. 4-hour mark, haven't really gotten started. I told at 10:30, I had 3 people. Studio is still opening. It was a very light crew. I mean, I love teaching small groups, but I didn't really get hot and sweaty like I would do maybe in my Sunday morning class where I have 50 people in there and they were getting nuts. But we're gonna get sweaty later with Olaf, okay? That sounded so wrong. He's my hand balance coach. That's why. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking. Here is how the skin is looking. Oh, she's crying. I'm sorry, Maddie. Why are you being okay, hold on. Let's go over. I really love how my skin looks, and I think it's because I applied less than the recommended amount. They say 1 pump and you dot it all over your face. I still think that's too much because if you apply it directly on your face, it's just gonna leave too much foundation on the skin, where if you apply it on the back of your hand first, work the product into the brush or sponge, if you prefer to use a sponge, work it into the skin. I feel it just leaves a much lighter, smoother finish. Here's a close-up of the skin. I don't feel it looks heavy. I mean, this always happens because look at those deep smile lines. The general area of the face though, I'm very happy with. So here's how this side looks like. I just feel with the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight, it looks ultra smooth, it looks radiant, and I love how my skin feels. It feels soft, it doesn't feel overly made up. I don't feel like I want to take it off. I know we still have a few hours to go, and hopefully I could get in on time to be in front of some sort of sunlight, whether even if it's like twilight light, just to get a close in on the texture. A close in, close up. Words, I'm making them up now. It's very sunny right now because it's noon, so the sun is high and mighty. I don't want to get too close because it's gonna look washed out. And if I go into manual, manual for some reason is having a hard time focusing in on really tight shots. So I'm gonna see if we move over here. Oh, now I'm super red. Oh, this is a pretty good spot. Obviously, I blew my nose, you know, wintertime nasal things. So I'll just put some more concealer here just to cover up the redness. But what do we think about the skin, friends? But like I said, we got lots more to do today. I'll be sure to check in later, like at the 8-hour mark, see how the longevity is in terms of coverage, the finish, if we're getting pores and texture and all that stuff. And until then, hang tight. Hey friends, just got finished with my hand balance lesson. Here's Sam. Hi, Sam. And it was hot in there. The heat was cranked up, so we weren't just, you know, hanging out in a cool room. So the heat was cranked up.
Schwitz.
Yes, we were schwitzing. It was sweaty. And this is how the skin is looking. What do you think? I have some creasing on my forehead. The time is now, hello, Fitbit. Time is now 3:05. So 8 to 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13. We were looking at like, is that 7 hours? 8, okay.
Full day, kids.
Full day, kids, and we still have to go to our workshop, so I gotta go. We gotta go to the workshop. I wanted to tune in because by the time the workshop is done, it's gonna be dark out. We got a little creasing on the forehead just because I was looking up. When backbending, that's inevitably about to happen. But look at this. Look at that skin, not bad, hey? So if I don't check in later, I will check in tomorrow morning and give you my final thoughts. My friends, it is 7:34. We've had this foundation on, what is that, like 11 some hours, something like that. My nose is red. I blew, sorry, that doesn't sound right. I blew my nose throughout the day, so no foundation on my nose. I'm trying to get under the lamp here just so you can see how the foundation looks. We got a little creasing on the forehead again. That's just from back bending. My forehead goes like that when I try to look up, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was too fast. Here's one side. Is it focusing? And here's the other side. Ooh. That texture looking smooth, man. Listen, I don't feel like I need to get this off right away. Like, I feel good. My skin for 11 hours, and I took a 2.5 hour workshop with backbending and all crazy sorts of things, and that room was hot. Not hot because they put the heat on, but hot because there was like 30 people back to back and we're doing the thing, okay? So I love it. I liked it in my first impressions, but I love it because like a lot of Hourglass complexion products, the more you wear throughout the day, the better it looks. My battery is running out, but I'm gonna sign off. I will share more thoughts on this foundation on my January favorites because she is definitely gonna be a part of that group. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another chit chat, review, tutorial, or wear test. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.